Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Elden Ring and I'm going to show you the top 5 highest Poise suits of armor and also either tell or show you how or where to get them. So hopefully after today, if you were looking for one of the best suits of heavy armor in the game, you'll be able to get it. So like I said, the main thing about these is going to be Poise, but we'll take a number of other stats into account, basically just so you know kind of how they each work. So the first one we're going to be starting off with is number 5, the General Radahn set. And so with this one, a lot of people, especially if they're newer to the game or haven't experimented much, will think it's the best suit of heavy armor in the game, and while it does have a lot of advantages, it's actually the last of the best for at least a lot of things. So, like I said, it's going to depend on your playstyle for certain things, but stat-wise, it doesn't actually take the cake. But that being said, it comes very close, and it's very great. Plus, it looks pretty cool. Obviously, a lot of Golden Lion sort of inspired stuff. It's the Elden Ring equivalent of a Lannister, I would say. Oh, anyway. So it's a cool looking suit of armor. As far as pieces for this one go, we have Radahn's red mane helm, Radahn's lion armor, Radahn's gauntlets, and Radahn's greaves. So those are the pieces that make up this suit of armor. As far as stats on this one go, we have an average damage negation of 33.7, that coming from a physical damage negation of 41, strike of 32.7, slash of 40.2, pierce of 38.3, magic of 29.3, fire of 30.7, lightning of 27.8, and holy of 29.3. As far as resistances, we have an immunity of 143, robustness of 235, focus of 100, vitality of 91, and a poise of 60. 60 poise is what takes the number 5 spot on this list. So stat-wise and appearance-wise, definitely a very cool set. So as far as how and where to get this one, it really should come as no surprise that it is the reward, or you unlock it, for defeating the Star Scourge Radahn. So you're going to have to make your way down to Caelid and make your way down to the Redmane Castle. You go past the Impassable Great Bridge, you'll start the Festival of the Star Scourge, or whatever the heck it's called, and then you'll be able to go out here and fight him. And it's one of the toughest boss fights in the game. I think most people agree about that. But once you've defeated him, you will unlock the ability to purchase this set of armor at Round Table Hold. And once you're in Round Table Hold, you'll be able to make your way up to Enya, the finger reader up here in the top room, and you'll be able to purchase the set from her in the Receive Equipment of Champions section, and it'll cost you a total of 36,000 runes. So that is the only way to get the suit of armor, short of, I guess, having someone drop it for you in multiplayer or something. Definitely a great suit of armor, very cool looking, and I think a lot of people will appreciate its presence on the battlefield. So that's number 5. Let's move on to number 4. Alright, and for our number 4 spot, we have the Beast Champion set. So actually one of the coolest sets, in my opinion, just appearance-wise. Really the only downside of this one is the helmet kind of looks really stupid. But the rest of the armor is very cool and actually really ornate. So appearance-wise, definitely a winner there. And on top of that, the stats on this suit are pretty phenomenal. So this suit is made up of 4 pieces: the Beast Champion helm, the Beast Champion armor, the Beast Champion gauntlets, and the Beast Champion greaves. As far as stats on this one go, for damage negation, we've got a physical of 37.6, strike of 35.1, slash of 40.6, pierce of 40.2, magic of 28, fire of 29.7, light of 27.7, and holy of 29.1, giving it an average damage negation of 33.5, so not bad at all. As far as resistances, we have an immunity of 133, a robustness of 208, a focus of 96, a vitality of 88, and a poise of 60, plus a weight of 40.1. So again, we have 60 for the poise, so the same as the General Radahn set. There's just a few things about this one that I like a little bit better. Comes down to personal taste and a couple stats. But their average damage negation is very close, and their poise is the same. So this one's just a little bit lighter. It's one of the reasons I like it a little bit more. But anyway, so stat-wise, very, very good suit of armor. Very cool looking. Definitely a lot to like here. As far as where to get this suit of armor, you can actually get this suit of armor very early in the game if you're willing to bypass a certain storyline. So if you head over to the War Master's Shack, right here in Limgrave, so it's up here on the Stormhill section, you go to the War Master's Shack, you will actually find Knight Bernal sitting right here in the shack, and you can attack him and kill him. Once you've killed him, he will drop this armor, and so that is one of the ways to get this armor. If you don't want to miss out on what I consider to be not only one of the most fun, but probably one of the most rewarding quest lines in the game, which is the Volcano Manor storyline, you're not going to want to kill him here. Instead, you're going to want to go through until you meet a little maiden right here, who will ask you to go retrieve a necklace from for her, which you can do over here at Boil Prawn Shack. And then she'll tell you about Volcano Manor, and she'll give you an invitation. Once you make your way up to the Altus Plateau region, either via taking the Grand Lift of Dectus, in which case she'll be waiting there for you, or by going through the tunnel underneath here. So if you come up to this section, you'll be able to go up the rune-strewn precipice way, and you'll make your way up that way. Either one of those ways to get up into the Altus Plateau, and then you can either walk all the way up to Volcano Manor, or if you followed the invitation, she'll just take you there. Or if you're even more eccentric than that, you can go down into the very, very bottom under Raya Lucaria and get yourself killed by an abductor virgin there who will bring you up to the subterranean Inquisition chamber, and then you have to fight your way out, and you can pretty easily walk up into Volcano Manor. So there's a number of ways to get up there, but you have to get there, and then you do a storyline where they give you letters and you go kill people for them. And after you've killed the boss here, who is the Rykard, the Lord of Blasphemy, everyone will leave Volcano Manor, including the Beastmaster, who will have moved there. Once he leaves there, and you've progressed far enough in the storyline to get over to the crumbling Far Mazula, you'll be able to get invaded by him right here on the map. So basically when you spawn in, obviously you can see I don't have it unlocked, otherwise I'd show you, but you can either go up and go to the boss fight, or you go down the bridge and you'll come out across this little causeway, and there's a little room at the end, and then once you walk back out, he will invade you. You kill him and he'll drop this armor. So you gotta do it one of those two ways. Basically, you either gotta kill him when he's the knight, right there in the Stormhill, or you gotta wait until after you've done all the volcano storyline missions and gotten to the crumbling Far Mazula, and then when he invades you, you can kill him. Either way, you'll get the set. So that is how you get the Beast Champion set. Okay, and so for number 3 on the list, we have LIONE'Ls set, which you can see we're wielding here, or wearing here. It's a real silly looking set. A big old armored hat kind of looking helmet looking on it, and a huge beer belly chest plate kind of piece. Makes it look real fat and silly. But it does have really good stats. So this suit is made up of LIONE'Ls helm, LIONE'Ls armor, LIONE'Ls gauntlets, and LIONE'Ls greaves. As far as stats on the set go, for damage negation, we have a physical of 38.3, a strike of 35.7, slash of 42.2, pierce of 43.4, magic of 29.3, fire of 32.4, lightning of 28.2, and holy of 29.3, giving it an average damage negation of 34.9, so a step above the last couple. Then for resistances, we have immunity of 150, robustness of 235, focus of 100, vitality of 100. Our poise is actually 70, and our weight is 50.7, so it is quite a bit heavier than the last ones, but it's also 19 points of poise better. So as far as poise is concerned, this one is significantly better than both the Beast Champion set and the General Radahn set. As far as finding this one goes, it's actually one of the most straightforward on this list. You have to make your way up to the Altus Plateau and then into the Lindell Royal Capital area, and then you progress through the capital until you get down to the Lower Capital Church, which you can see we're standing inside right now. Now we're outside of it. Pretty straightforward, I would say. You could just kind of walk straight there. And once you get in here, there will be a corpse sitting on this bed, and he will have all of the items that make up this suit of armor on his person. So that's how you get it. It's honestly like I said, it's real silly looking, but it's a great suit of armor nonetheless. Because it has, you can see we just took 2 incredibly powerful dual-wielding attacks from very powerful weapons from a powerful enemy, and really didn't take that much damage. So if you want to be really tanky in this game, this is one of the best suits for it. So that is number 3, LIONE'Ls set. I know that was a really short section there because it didn't really take a whole lot. It's a great suit of armor despite how silly it looks. All right, and so for the number 2 spot, we've got one of the ones that I think looks the best. I mean, there's some things I don't love about it, but it's a pretty great looking suit for high-level suits in the game. We have the Veterans set. So you can see it's kind of a silver and maroon kind of looking design, but other than that, decently standard. It's got a bunch of horns sticking out of it, but what are you going to do? It's a FromSoft game. So for the components that make up this one, we have the Veteran's helm, the Veteran's armor, the Veteran's gauntlets, and the Veteran's greaves. As far as stats on this one go, for damage negation, we've got a physical of 41, strike of 37.2, slash of 41, pierce of 38.1, magic of 29.3, fire of 30.7, lightning of 27.9, and holy of 28.9, giving it an average damage negation of 34.3, so a little bit lower than LIONE'Ls set, but some of the stats are higher and it looks a lot better. As far as resistances, we have immunity of 150, robustness of 215, focus of 110, vitality of 110, and a poise of 79, so the same as LIONE'Ls set, but again, much nicer looking in my opinion. And also, it is only 45 for weight, so a decent chunk lighter than LIONE'Ls set. As far as getting this one goes, you're going to have to make your way up to the mountaintops of the Giants region, so you have to have progressed far enough in the storyline to unlock the Forbidden Lands, and go up to Grand Lift of Rold, and then you make your way to Castle Sol. Once you've made your way up here, you're going to have to make your way all the way up to the rooftop to do the boss fight. And once you've made your way all the way up to here, here, there'll be a little barrier, you cross it, and you'll come in here and you'll fight and kill him, which you can see I have actually already done in this playthrough. So once you've killed him, you just have to go to the Round Table Hold. Once in Round Table Hold, you'll be able to run up into the top room with Enya the Finger Reader, and you'll talk to her, you'll receive equipment, and you can see that you can purchase it in here. So there's the Veteran's Armor. Once you've purchased all of it, you've got it, and it's yours. So that is how you get the Veteran's Armor. And then for number 1, of course, we have the famous Bull Goat set. This ridiculous looking, extremely heavy suit of armor that basically is the heaviest, and as far as heavy armor goes, best one you can get in the game. So honestly, it probably wouldn't look that weird if it didn't have the giant bull's horns coming out of it. It would still look very bulky, but it would probably look a little bit more normal then. But for certain playstyles, I really enjoy the appearance of this one. As far as pieces, this one is made up of the Bull Goat Helm, the Bull Goat Armor, the Bull Goat Gauntlets, and the Bull Goat Greaves. As for stats on this, for damage negation, we've got physical of 45, strike of 44.6, slash of 40.2, pierce of 40.2, magic of 28.9, fire of 29.4, lightning of 31, and a holy of 27.9, giving it an average damage negation of 35.9, making it the highest on this list, which makes sense. As far as resistances go, we have an immunity of 170, robustness of 197, focus of 110, vitality of 130, and a poise of 100. So the last two, the Lionel set and Veteran set, had the same poise, and both were tied for second highest at 79. This one has 100, making it just ridiculously good in almost any type of combat. Now, obviously, it's very heavy, so you have to have a playstyle that can, make an effective build out of very, very heavy armor, but it's very good. Stat-wise, not a lot to beat this. It does weigh 63 units of weight. I don't know if it's supposed to be pounds or kilograms or whatever they're measured in the game, but it's at 63, so it is pretty heavy. But, you can't get all of your super high defense and also not weigh anything. So as far as getting this one goes, it's one of the easiest ones to miss, or at least it was in my experience, because you can screw it up by progressing too far into the story. Basically, you're going to want to make sure you do the Patches storyline, and now it's not so much of a story as it is running into the guy several times and then doing one mission for him, but right when you start the game, you can head on over to Murkwater Cave. So you can see this is Limgrave. You head right up to Murkwater Cave. You go in there, and he will not be in his room. You open his chest, he'll attack you, and you can fight him. You do not want to kill him here. You want to spare him, and then, exhaust his dialogue options, purchase stuff from him if he's got anything that you want, and then leave. Or you can fast travel back to Murkwater Cave and come back in. The second time you come in, there will be another chest that's trapped that will transport you over here into the Mistwoods. The next time you'll see Patches after you've been transported over there is going to be over here in Liurnia on the Scenic Isle. So once you've done his stuff in Murkwater Cave, you come over here to Scenic Isle, once again exhaust his dialogue options, and the next time you see him will be up here in Volcano Manor. When you meet him in Volcano Manor, he will give you a letter to go and kill the Great Horned Tragoth, and it can be a pretty complicated boss fight, or not complicated but difficult, and you'll do that over here where I'm currently at by the Magma Worm fast travel point up in the Runestrewn Precipice area. So if you took this way to get into the Altus Plateau instead of going up the Grand Lift of Dectus, you'll probably already have the fast travel points unlocked. But once you do that boss fight, you will immediately get this armor. So it's both easy and complicated to get because you have to have gotten through the volcano, up to the Volcano Manor area, so you can do the stories up there, and you also need to have talked to Patches prior to it, or at least before you progress too far in the story. Make sure that if you want this incredibly strong suit of armor, you don't kill Patches initially, and you do, just exhaust his dialogue options, and then go kill Tragoth for him, because that is how you get the best suit of armor as far as poise goes in the game. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.